Hi. Especially when it's late and you're already in your cozy pajamas, you can do 10 minutes of stretching. Let's go ahead and get into a nice seated position. Have some blocks handy if that helps you. It's starting to help me. And a folded up blanket, definitely. And also, you will want a pillow or two, because you never know. So go ahead and put yourself into a nice seated position. Honestly, I've just been vibing with the cross-legged position lately. Sitting on my calves lately anymore is no longer ideal. You can use pillows for underneath your knees if this makes you feel uncomfortable in any way. Or you can just let your knees relax down. Let's go ahead and begin. So breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Drop your chin to your chest, and let's start with some gentle head rolls in 360 degrees around the top of your spine. Ideally, you want to do at least 3, letting your inhales and your exhales carry you. Ignoring your pets for 10 minutes is totally valid. I'm sure you give them plenty of pets all throughout the day. And just reserving 10 minutes for yourself is okay. No shame. Once your chin reaches a neutral position on your chest, right in the center, or not a neutral position, but right in the center of your chest, go ahead and reverse the direction. Breathing in. Going as slowly or as quickly as you need to. And if you find yourself finishing quicker, you can just rest in a neutral position and give yourself breaths. And then from here, go ahead and take your arms parallel to the floor, horizontal to the floor, parallel to each other. Close your hands in fists and gently rotate your fist in circles in one direction, keeping your arms as straight as you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Go ahead and reverse the direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Take your right hand or your left hand, if that calls to you first, take it to the side of your body and just go ahead and stretch, so gentle, letting your left hand come over you like a dancer, dropping down your right shoulder so that it's not crunched up to your neck. Breathing in here, breathing out. Your right elbow is bent, supporting your body. Go ahead and take that left hand, gentle like a dancer, maybe twist your wrist as your hand goes down, bending that left elbow, gently raising the right hand over you. Oh, yes. Maybe one side is tighter than the other, and you are definitely noticing that. I have a tendency to swirl my hands a lot, and it's okay if you also start liking that yourself for yourself. Breathing in here, letting your chest expand, and then go ahead and exhale, sink in a little bit deeper if it feels good. Stretching into that right side so gently with the support from your left hand on the ground. And go ahead and take both hands to your knees, and then we're going to go ahead and drop down into tabletop. So normally cats and cows involve your whole spine, but in third trimester, back bends become a little bit less recommended. So what we're going to do is you're going to focus your cats and cows just in the lower half of your spine. You're obviously going to feel a little bit higher, but we're not going to push off the upper half of the torso as much. So we breathe in. You'll notice my cow is just booty up, feeling the pelvic region kind of lift off of that weight from the belly. And then exhale, lower, energetically think, and try to physically lower the lower half of your spine into a stretchy cat pose. And then you're going to do this for a few more poses. Breathing in and breathing out. From here you can widen your knees. So my knees are wider than my hips. And I'm going to go ahead and drop into a light wide knees child pose. And I'm going to take it into a pelvic circle around, keeping my hands flat on the floor as if the ground were sucking them in. Slowly dropping into my hips each time I go around. Maybe my toes meet a little bit more in the center, like a V, if it feels good to you. And then just stopping in the center at some point that feels natural for you and rotating in the other direction. My cat has found some popcorn crumbs on the carpet. Please ignore her. And then right after this, we're gonna go ahead and take your blocks. And I want you to stack them in two. Or maybe you have like 3 folded blankets or 4 folded blankets that feel good to you. But 2 stacked blocks might be your friend here. If you have a third one, absolutely go for it. So normally I will drop into a goddess pose without blocks, but I don't know. I'm not feeling that today. So I'm gonna take 2 blocks underneath my pelvic region right here. And I'm just gonna rest. And you're welcome to do it without blocks if you're still feeling the stretchies. In a nice goddess pose. So your feet are at a 45-degree angle out. Belly is nice and rested in the middle, looking large. And just go ahead and let your hips spread in this direction. And this is actually a really great position to help you for birth. If you plan on a vaginal delivery, maybe that's not your vibe, and that's okay. But either way, stop it. It will help your hips feel better throughout your pregnancy. Stop. And then you're gonna go ahead and just relax here for a few breaths, please. I'm sorry about my cat breathing in. Rolling your shoulders back. Exhale. Just for a couple of breaths. Energetically connecting with the baby in your womb, or babies. Breathing in and exhaling. Maybe your hands are on your belly too. Just giving your baby some love. Breathing in and breathing out. Just letting your thigh muscles relax out like this. And go ahead and slowly drop out of this position with your right hand into your left hand to the floor. And because we're keeping these stretches short, we're gonna just hit a couple more. We're gonna go into pigeon pose. Pigeon pose is a grand old favorite of mine. Folded blanket or pillow for the bent thigh that'll be in front of you. Blocks so that your arms can rest. And today I'm feeling a pillow on top of those blocks. And reach back up so you can see me a little better. So go ahead and get your setup nice and ready. Let me push this back. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and bend your left knee if that's where the blanket is placed. Just go ahead and keep it at a nice 45-degree angle, or maybe you can go a little bit more towards the 90-degree angle if you can. I'm impressed with that. Go ahead and let that back leg drop either on the back of your foot or on your toe pads, whatever feels more comfortable. Breathing in, maybe your arms are supporting you on the ground, Pulling your shoulders back slightly or energetically, opening your heart space, breathing in. Exhale. Go ahead and drop down. And just relax into this hip. A few breaths. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, and then you take the blanket or pillow, whatever you use, and then go ahead and land into a nice tabletop to transition. Or maybe you landed on your bent hip, bent thigh to transition that outstretched leg forward into a bent position. Or maybe you just did it the way I did just now through tabletop. So just go ahead and keep your hip rested on top of that blanket or cushion. Breathing in here and stretching out that outstretched leg that you haven't stretched out yet. Breathing in here. Exhale. Letting the back of your neck relax. And exhale. Go ahead and come out of this position. Okay. And then from here, you're just going to go ahead and get into a nice seated position and energetically connect with your baby, imagining a golden light there, or maybe you lay down into a sideways shavasana for several more minutes on your own. That I've helped you through the stretch portion, and I hope that it suited your needs for today. Namaste. Have a good day.